Summerhouse's Paige DeSorbo maintained the secrecy surrounding her separation from Craig Conover until his purported post-split actions evidently rendered her incapable of doing so. The couple, who had been together for 3 years, initially terminated their relationship in late November 2024. They formally ended it in mid-December during a face-to-face conversation, approximately 2 weeks later. Nevertheless, Paige disclosed during the Summer House Season 9 reunion Part 1 that they did not deliberate on the aftermath of the separation, specifically in terms of a public announcement. Paige described to Andy Cohen that she informed him that she intended to release a statement on her podcast when she discovered that he was, in fact, on vacation and single. I said, okay, I can no longer conceal this from others. When the host of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen inquired about the meaning of Craig being single while on vacation, the Giggly Squad co-host referred to an Aspen trip her ex-partner had taken immediately following their separation, which occurs shortly after Christmas. According to Paige, he was at bars where there were girls and people had pictures that were on the internet. I was like, I'm not going to respond to that. I would rather be the one to announce that we have parted ways. He is free to be out and about at this time. Subsequently, she disclosed their extremely distressing separation on December 30th. Paige reiterated her assertion from the Summer House finale about the engagement ring Craig claimed to have custom made for her, informing Andy that it does not exist. Paige was still incredulous when Andy mentioned that the Southern Charmer informed him during a March 27 appearance on Watch What Happens Live that he returned the ring that day. She also made reference to Craig's new romantic interest. How convenient, she replied. What happened on the day that he was on Watch What Happens Live? He and his new companion returned my jewelry. I do not believe so, Andy. That is extremely absurd. The podcaster stated, I am aware of Craig's tells when he is lying. She also insisted that she knew him very well. 1 year later, no one is permitting you to return a custom-made ring. The co-founder of Sewing Down South had previously stated that he was blindsided by Paige's decision to end their relationship. However, she did not necessarily subscribe to this assertion. I mean, Craig and I have been discussing this matter for a year, Paige stated during the Summer House reunion Part 1. It is not as though I awoke one day and decided, I believe I will be single today. In fact, she elaborated on how she and Craig had previously separated for a full weekend in February 2024. However, they quickly reconciled their differences and later reunited. So it was not a pleasant ride, and then one day I was just like, see you. Paige continued by pronouncing her tens. Our discussions have been repeated on numerous occasions. In spite of this, the Summer House cast member stated that she made every effort to prevent their separation from becoming a Team Paige versus Team Craig situation. She concluded, however, that he would not permit me to escape lightly. Don't overlook the serious feud that the Summer House and Southern Charm characters experienced as a result of Paige and Craig's separation, as you anticipate additional divorce intelligence from Part 2 of the reunion. I was, to put it mildly, irritated. Following an additional email inquiry regarding how Sewing Down South could provide additional assistance, I received the following response. Third-party insurance is available to protect your purchase, as we are not accountable for the delivery after it has departed our warehouse. The agent also pointed out that shipping issues occasionally occur. This occurs more frequently than one would anticipate, frequently due to a careless employee who neglects to place the package in the appropriate receptacle or destination.